Hello there YouTubers, Jordan Blakey, the Liver Flush Man here today. A new video in 2014 here. Just less than 2 weeks till spring. I've been doing a lot of fasting just to get you an idea here. I've pretty much lost 20 pounds over the last, during this beginning of the spring starting here. And I'm loving it. It's feeling great and I'm feeling clean inside, and I'm excited for the spring. So yeah, it's awesome. I did a lot of fasting, a lot of raw foods, and a lot of cleansing, meditation, yoga. So it's been great. But this video here is, in particular, I'm going to talk about the liver and gallstones as well as kidney stones, and the truth about liver and gallstones and kidney stones. And based on my experience of doing over 140 plus liver and gallbladder flushes so far in my life, all documented with the moons and the cosmos alignments with planets. I choose to do every one consciously with alignments. And so through my journey and my experience, my testimony with it is, I have without one single ounce of doubt that these stones are produced from the liver and gallbladder as well as kidney stones, and that there is no truth whatsoever, not one little ounce of truth, that these stones are made up from the olive oil or lemon juice or epsom salts or coffee enemas or niacin, any of the ingredients used in the liver and gallbladder flush. And this is why. I'll tell you exactly why. From my experience, I have released numerous times liver and gallstones from my liver and gallbladder without using any of those ingredients, by just fasting alone on water, as well as fasting on the master cleanse, as well as doing coffee enemas by themselves, with no olive oil, with no Epsom salts, with no green pigments. Coffee has no green pigments. The same green stones. The coffee is an enema. So this is proof, for sure proof on my part. If you don't believe me, that's up to you. I've dedicated a good portion of my life finding truth, seeking truth, wanting answers to life. What is the purpose of life? I go by Liver Flush Man. I have hundreds of raw food recipes. I teach the liver flush. I've taught hundreds of thousands of people to do the liver flush and the gallbladder flush, the coffee enemas in general. I have no reason to lie, folks. In any case, people that you check out my videos as well, people are reporting also getting the same green stones out through fasting alone. Through also other people, you look at my coffee enema videos, proof results, stone results of coffee enemas. All these people are commenting as well that they're also releasing stones with just the coffee enema. This is the proof that these stones aren't soap stones made up from olive oil or whatever. Also, I have many references to the proof of why these stones are not made up from any of those substances, such as liver disease patients in hospital who are too sick to eat, so they're fasting for 3 days, even a week, and they're sick. They can't eat. Their body doesn't want to eat because they can't use that energy to just process the foods and stuff. So they're fasting, and they end up releasing hundreds of the same green stones because they're so sick to eat, and their liver is trying to heal itself, so it releases those stones while they're fasting. All right. These same stones are also released by people doing the Castor packs, which has happened to me. No coffee enema, no lemon juice, no nothing, just castor oil placed over the liver, wrapped around, and put a hot water bottle over. That is enough of a healing for the liver to release the stones. The stones, you'll find, will also be released during new moons and full moons when the liver is naturally cleansing. You're not eating olive oil. You're not doing this. The liver also releases these stones. Please go look at Google Images right now if you're still a doubter and you don't believe. Go look at Google Images. Look up liver stones, gallstones. biopsies, liver biopsies, you know, dissections of the liver. Go look at all these pictures, see how the liver is jam-packed, congested, full of stones, one after another. Why is it that 1 in 2 people in this world have fatty liver disease, the first stage of liver disease? That's 50% of the whole world. Why is it that 1 in 4 people have cancer that have a life expectancy of less than 5 years? That's 25% of the world. How many billions of people is that? What more proof do you need that our livers are not healthy? That we need to change something. Our society has to change the way it looks at food, processed food, chemicals, artificial flavors, all kinds of meats. The list goes on about the toxins and the things we subject our body to, and there are consequences. The consequences are you're going to end up in a hospital, you're going to have cancer, you're going to have cirrhosis of the liver, which is the 9th leading cause of the death in the U.S. 2 years ago. I wouldn't doubt if it's number 7 now with the rate that the world's going. Pharmaceuticals are not helping. Tylenol, Advil, all this are shooting our liver. All the pharmaceutical drugs, they're not natural. They're not made for our bodies, and there's side effects. There's precautions. They are not addressing the root cause. They're treating the symptoms, which is never going to heal and bring you back to a healthy state. You're going to have side effect after side effect as you go on, creating more diseases in the body, and it's going to be a tough go. You're going to have health problems. What's more important in your health? You know, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So these stones are related to anger. These are related to anger within yourself, anger towards others. The liver holds anger, and these stones are toxic waste, balls of cholesterol, fats, lipids, proteins, bilirubin, bile salts, you know, and there's a bunch of different toxins that build up in the body that get funneled into the liver, the main detoxifier of the human body, which it can handle a lot, an onslaught of toxins, which it does every day, and helps build the immune system with the bile. But all I'm saying is, for those disbelievers out there, please do more research. You know, either try it yourself. Don't just say the way it is with no research done, no experience. I have embodied these truths for myself, so I'm not here to convince you or others. I'm here to help educate you about the truth of liver and gallstones and kidney stones, what they really are, how they're caused, what people have them and who don't. From my understanding, everybody has these stones. People don't know. Even medical doctors in the profession of medical doctor, they don't even know the truth about liver and gallstones. Even the guys who do ultrasounds, I don't believe, know the truth. All they know is that they don't show up on the ultrasound, that they say you don't have them. From my research, the only thing that's true about that is that they're not calcified, that they haven't had become hard and calcified through rising bilirubin levels in the blood and through calcium deposits in the blood, which build up and they become hard and more damaging, which is the root cause of cirrhosis of the liver, the 9th or less leading cause of death in the U.S. And with 1 in 4 with cancer, the root cause is the liver and gallstones, because the blood is not able to purify. The body is not able to detoxify. 1 in 2 people have fatty liver disease, the first stage of liver disease, which liver disease, unfortunately, is a progressive disease. As it begins to disease, it diseases more and more as you keep going the way you're going. It's harder and harder to reverse the further the stages go into cirrhosis or beyond. So, fatty liver disease, 5 stages of fibrosis of the liver, another 5 stages of cirrhosis of the liver, necrosis of the liver failure, liver cancer, boom, and you're done. Alright, so Fatty liver disease is going to lead to scarring of the liver, because fatty liver disease is where over 10% of your liver cells are comprised of fat cells. Over 10% diagnosed as fatty liver. The liver, fatty liver with the fat cells, enlarges and inflames and then shrinks again, enlarges, shrinks, causing scar tissue, lesions, scarring around the liver. And to the degree that begins to scar is to the degree of what stage of fibrosis of the liver you're in. I have many, many remedies on how to reverse this scar tissue, how to dissolve this scar tissue. Serrapeptase, the digestive enzyme from the silkworm. All right. There's apple juice, apple cider vinegar, both contain malic acid. Lemon juice. We got kombucha dissolving liver stones, gallstones, and kidney stones. We got chancapedra, all right, stonebreaker tea. It helps break up. I've done the research. I do the liver and gallbladder flush, get out the stones, and put in the substances and see what dissolves them. I'm not interested in the people trying to challenge me, saying how are they going to dissolve in the body or whatever. It's an experiment. All we know is that they do dissolve it when put directly in there. It's not complicated. How much we don't know. All we do know is that the liver and gallbladder flush is physical proof. You can see the stones leave. You can feel them move through your bile ducts while you're sleeping at night or after you drink the oil. You're laying down, you're feeling, and you can feel the movement. Never happens when you're doing the liver flush. You don't feel this movement of stones moving through. Alright? Why is it then, for you soapstone believers, why is it that your skin gets so clear, and you look at all the testimonies and experience of people, and why they say, yeah, my acne is gone, and my skin is clear, I'm getting compliments from people, how healthy I'm looking, and how I'm feeling, and how after that liver flush for 2 weeks I felt great, and I built up the consciousness not to go and eat fast foods and deep fried foods and all this stuff after just completing a liver flush to try to clean my system. That's not honoring and respecting the liver flush. You're just filling it back up with crap, and your health is not going to get better. It is about adjusting your lifestyle. And if you look at my main video on liver and gallbladder flushing, I highly recommend 2 to 3 years of a 100% raw food diet before even beginning the journey of liver flushing, is what I did. 4.5 years of 100% raw food diet before I even began my liver flush journey. And in 2 years, I documented over 120 liver flushes in 2 years after a 4.5 year raw food diet. And that went great that I did that. And so, you know, all I'm saying is for you people that, you know, want to experience the liver and gallbladder flush is that a lot more should be going into preparation, and after the liver and gallbladder flush, that you continue doing the work and that you don't stop. Or otherwise, you know, you're on your own, because I ain't going to help you. My recommendations are not what you're going to be doing, and I'm telling you what I recommend, the raw food diet for a long, long time before you get on the liver flush path. And so anyways, in the end, this video was about the proof of liver and gallstones as well as kidney stones, and the fact that that for me, I've embodied the truth. I've gotten the stones out with just coffee enemas. I've gotten the stones out with just fasting. I've gotten the stones out with fasting and coffee enemas. I've gotten the stones out with just the Castor pack. I've even got stones out by doing breath work and pushing the stones out and moving them out as part of my percussion work. Also, when I do the push, I've gotten stones out like that. I've gotten stones out through breathing, putting intention and love. There's many, many ways to do it, but the liver and gallbladder flush is the most successful, where you basically, everybody gets stones out a large percent of the time, 90% or more. If you just do fasting, you may never get stones out your whole life. One guy may fast for 1 day and get stones. out. Every body is different and unique, so there's no way of knowing for sure. The most successful way to get the liver and gallstones out is not through dissolving them, through lemon juice and kombucha and all these. But it does help, and it has a cleansing effect on the body. And it is going to help break them up and soften them up for the flesh. And it is going to help your body. They're healthy products in general. And your body's going to assimilate the malic acid and those nutrients through the intestines and carry those to the body wherever healing is needed. Alright? It's going to use substances from raw foods and from other things and create its own nutrients and stuff to help with stones and manage detoxification pathways and all this. So it's not just cut and dry like that. There's a lot to it. How a lot has to do with diet. And I want to tell you that I learned that cooking your food above 105 degrees, which is all cooking of food, kills the highest 3 nutrients found in food, which is antioxidants, enzymes, and life force. Alright? You are what you eat. You eat death, you become death. Your tissue is dead. You are not alive. Your tissue is not alive. You're not going to have a living tissue body. And if you don't want that, fine. This is what I'm interested in. This is what I want to promote. And I want to share this awareness with everybody I can because I believe in it and I want it for myself. Everybody has their own choices. Alright? You have your own choices whether to judge and say, yeah, I just chalk it all up, that's all BS, and say, you know, these gallbladder stones are soap stones, and yeah, it's easy for me to just say that. It's easy to just say colon cleanses is all, you know, is all from the psyllium husk, or, you know, all from this. Well, I'm here to tell you otherwise, because I've been doing this for many years. And when I do enemas, I get out huge amounts of candida. You can see it. You can feel it. You get it out. You feel good. All right? Your body's not acidic. All right? You can see the results. You do enemas, you look at it. You smell it. Why is it that when you take a shit, it don't smell like your goddamn enemas? It don't smell like, you know, your liver flushes. Why is it so foul smelling? Well, you're getting the shit out. You're getting the toxins out. It's obvious. You know, don't complicate it. It is what it is. Tell the truth. You got toxins out. You feel better. Alright? You know, these are stones. Bring the awareness, please. If you see this video, please comment with your testimonies of your own experience, whether you think they're real or not. You tell the truth. That's all I'm interested in, and bringing awareness if you are wrong and your truth ends up, you know, backfiring and you realize, you know, what you thought might have not been true. And I'm open to that for myself, but I'm here to bring the awareness that I did get these stones out with just the coffee enema, and I ain't lying. You know, and either are these other people that are commenting that say they also did. There's no green pigments in coffee. Why is it then you don't create the stones when you drink the coffee? Well, I'll tell you why. I know why. Doing an enema is 6 to 8 times more powerful, directly absorbed into your blood and into your body than taking anything orally. Alright? So coffee has been a natural cancer treatment for hundreds of years, even thousands of years, over 5,000 years. Who knows how far it goes back? What it is the coffee, when put directly as an enema into your intestines, stimulates the liver to dump toxins. Alright? Go into dump mode. And that's why it's used as part of the ingredients as the liver flush. That way the olive oil and the lemon juice together is causing the liver and gallbladder to contract and squeeze and push out these stones through the tract. The coffee enema is also helping the liver and gallbladder to contract as a muscle and as a unit, as a healing unit, and also to dump those toxins out. Alright? The castor oil is going to soften up the stones, help heal the liver, bring healing to the liver, give you a relaxed focus so you can breathe and meditate and concentrate. And this is going to give you, this can release the stones as well. There's no green pigments. You don't even ingest anything with that one. Same with fasting. If you do water fasting or dry fasting and you release stones, look at the comments as well. Same thing. People are releasing them through fasting. There is actually no consumption of anything with those products. So either, you know, you don't believe these guys in these comments, you think I'm lying, you think that I'm not telling the truth or I'm misled, you know, and I'm not here to tell you to take my word for it. I say, you know, do the work, do the raw foods, challenge yourself to see if these stones are real. Do the raw foods, do the work, do fasting, do enemas, and take a series of liver and gallbladder flushes and feel. Do you feel these stones also leaving your gallbladder? Why is it then that your face got so clear and you got all these compliments and you're looking so good and feeling so healthy? Well, what? Because the stones were made up by the olive oil and made these stones and you got rid of them and now you feel good? No, because they were toxic balls of waste and you got them out and you're looking good now because you got out toxins. Just use your mind and think about it. It's obvious. Why is it you can feel them leaving through your gallbladder? Why is it your liver and gallbladder after will sometimes flutter like this? You know, it doesn't do that when you're not doing it. It's because it's in healing mode. It just released a whole bunch of physical stuff that's been in there for years, and there's new space in there. There's new room for new energies, for new things to come in. So there's many, many things I could go over about how I know and how other knows. Anybody that's done the liver and gallbladder flush, they know. But the ones that haven't done it, that are all in their mind, that think about it and listen to these things, that's your mind telling you. That's not your body. That's not your heart. You have to embody these truths to know for yourself. You can't use your mind to get there. So I welcome you. Please try it. And if you do, whether you think they're real or not, I invite you to write your testimony and share your experience and tell your truth for others so that we can wake each other up to the truth together and that we can share the knowledge we have openly without fear and that we can get to the bottom of this and be truthful about it. I don't know what quackwatch.org, what that serves. These people that try to debunk healers and try to debunk the health profession, the alternative medicine. What is it that these flushes aren't real and made up by? You have no good points. How about my points? What's not good about them? What's good about them? How can I improve them? What experiments can I do for you guys to prove that they're real? So far, what I'm still planning to do for the future is to get the gallstones tested at a reputable lab. I've had numerous comments on that about, please, if you're really serious about this, go get them tested in a reputable place, and you know, and I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I'm going to do that at some point. Don't know when, but that's one of the things I want to do. I also would love to have somebody that has liver and gallstones that do show up on ultrasound because they are calcified and more damaging. They're old and calcified and they've been in there for many, many years. And they're causing friction and rubbing against the liver, which is also causing inflammation, swelling, and scar tissue as well. Which is, you know, so the fresh stones, which everybody has, whether, you know, they've seen them in ultrasounds or not, we all got them. Maybe the odd few people might not have collected them because their bodies don't collect them, but in general, by the age 16 is what I'm saying. By 16 to 24, the average Joe in most parts of the world have thousands of them. I'm not even saying hundreds, all right? Thousands of them, all right? So, all right, that's about it, folks. I just wanted to express this because I've had a lot of comments on about the stones being fake, and people always, you know, wanted me to write to give them some kind of scientific evidence or proof for my claims. Alright, so this video was about how I got the stones out. Let me repeat again: through fasting, through coffee enemas, through urine therapy, through yoga, meditation, raw foods, alright, through rightful thinking, through communicating with the moon, alright, for, you know, sacred ceremonies, castor oil packs, alright. laying on crystal amethyst mats. I've had reports of people releasing stones after a huge healing, after Reiki sessions, after pranic healing sessions, after chiropractic sessions. All kinds of forms of healing. People are releasing stones, some consciously, some unconsciously. Some are not looking in the toilet. Some don't know to look. Some don't know that a stone might come out. Some, you know, some go through the feces and the stools unnoticed. Even if you are looking, you actually have to look through it to see. Look on the new moons and full moons. Alright, so please, yes, I invite you to write your own testimonies about your experiences with this, to prove or disprove it, whatever, just do it, and also how I can improve this or any other experiments I can do. And the last experiment I'm going to tell you I want to do, and I would love to receive some kind of help from the universe, such as funding or donations of time from doctors that have access to an ultrasound machine, and that is somebody with a calcified Liverstones and Gallstones, which can be seen on the ultrasound. We get them on there, they do the liver flush, all the protocol, they do everything properly, and we see physically on the ultrasound the stones leaving the liver and gallbladder, moving through the intestines and released, and a nice video of the stones when they go through the body and the toilet, into the toilet. And what more proof can you need than that, folks? That is the proof that is needed for those people that have not embodied the truth, that are living in their mind, trying to logically understand whether it's real or not. When it's a thing to embody, it's a thing to experience, it's not a thing to understand with the mind. Alright? Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are great as always. Please subscribe. Thank you so much. I'm Jordan Blakey, the Liver Flush Man. We'll see you next time.